The tip of the iceberg. Support. Symmetra was originally classified as a support hero from beta of Overwatch 1 until the summer of 2018. She could not heal, only providing shields and various utility. Before the DPS rework, she received a rework 6 months after the launch of Overwatch 1 to improve her performance. Here's how both kits look like.
Defensive matrix established. Shield engaged. Teleporter online. I have opened the path.
About right here. Ready? Here we go. So there's the ability, and it's just gonna keep going. It's right about there. And you'll notice I just gained 75 shields. So that's what.
Reworks. Similar to the support entry, this is referring to the many reworks Symmetra has gone through over the years. She has had 2 kit reworks and 1 minor power shift rework in Overwatch 2. Community hate. Quite simple, Symmetra has been consistently one of the most hated heroes in Overwatch since the game's release. Many think she gets easy value from sentry turrets, which is just false. This was at its peak with Symmetra's old designs. LGBTQ. A large amount of Symmetra players are a part of this community. Unfortunately, some hostile players target sim mains because of this fact. In cases like this, please report that said player. Vishkar. Vishkar is the corporation Symmetra works for. They have their own academy too, which Symmetra attended after she was hand-plucked by them alongside another Overwatch 2 hero. Vishkar does not have the world's best intentions and usually only invest in what they believe is right, a perfect society. They specialize in hardlight and architecture, the technology Symmetra uses in-game and in lore. Satya Vaswani. Satya Vaswani is Symmetra's real name. She was born on October 2nd in India. She is 30 since of Overwatch 2. Her birth date makes her a Libra. She currently lives in the fictional city of Utopia and is active around the world helping others and fulfilling missions for Vishkar. Bonus fact, her birthstone is an opal. Lifeviewer. Lifeviewer, also known as Niran and Bua, a nickname given by Symmetra herself, was her former roommate at the academy they both attended. He ended up dropping out. The two share a lot of gameplay elements and interactions in-game. In lore, they recently are in contact again, confirmed by the comics. Lucio beef. Symmetra and Lucio have had a feud since the launch of Overwatch 1. She believes Vishkar does care for a better future. She believes it must happen even if it costs people their freedom. Lucio's father is an ex-Vishkar employee. This and other events are why he knows the dark truth behind their intentions.
Vishkar is building a better future for humanity.
You believe that? I don't even know what to tell you.
Surface level. Anjali Vimani. Anjali Vimani is Symmetra's voice actor. She, in contrast to Symmetra, has been very beloved by the community since the game's launch. She interacts a lot with the fans and loudly voices how much she enjoys being Symmetra. She even used to play her in Symmetra's 2.0 days. Autism. Confirmed by Jeff Kaplan when a fan wrote him a letter about it. We know that Symmetra is on the spectrum. This has also been hinted at before the confirmation in her first comic. Jeff Kaplan's favorite. Jeff Kaplan oftentimes expressed his fondness for Symmetra. He played her a lot in Overwatch 1 during her 2.0 days. He reached Plateau at his peak. Least played. Once confirmed by Jeff Kaplan in the game's early lifespan and after publicly on websites like Overbuff, Symmetra has been consistently one of, if not the least used hero in Overwatch history. Aura. In 2025, there was a very popular TikTok meme of Symmetra gameplay and an image asking if Symmetra can solo the enemy team with only her own aura, to finally answer this age-old question. Yeah. Below surface level. Concept art. Before Overwatch designs were finalized, Symmetra was white and wore a yellow dress. This concept originally came from Project Titan. Stevo. Stevo is the most well-known Symmetra player and one of the best Symmetra players in general. He reached top 500 with Symmetra's older skits multiple times, proving his dedication to her. Unfortunately, he has been inactive for 5 months now. Basketball. With Symmetra 1.0, you could place 6 turrets on the basketball and pick it up on control maps. No pro play. Up until her DPS rework in mid-2018, Symmetra had never been played in the Overwatch League. Dragonflies. Dragonflies are Symmetra's favorite animals. She describes them as perfect creatures. Overwatch shoe hair. In Symmetra's Overwatch shoe design, she has a strand of hair over her head. This symbolizes her opening up to more imperfect things and growth. Music video. This refers to a video Australian YouTuber Muselk made about playing Symmetra 10 years ago. This video introduced many to the turret bridge strategy and is the most viewed Symmetra video ever. TP trolling. This entry revolves around the notorious TP trolling a lot of Symmetra players used to do with her old kit. While harder to pull off trolling with TP is still very possible today. Bottom level. Overwatch 1 magazine. When Overwatch 1 launched, there was an outhouse on Route 66. If you broke the door of the outhouse, you would find a magazine of Symmetra and Mercy laying on the floor. I'm not explaining this one. First Rule 34 post. Overwatch is very popular for some of its fan content. From over 100,000 submissions, Symmetra was the very first one. I know how to feel about that. No aim, no brain. No aim, no brain must be a Symmetra main is an old saying when you didn't have to aim with Symmetra's primary fire. It's still said today, but much less frequently. Mauga Season 10 incident. In Season 10, Symmetra finally got much needed buff since the Season 9 changes made her awful. This unfortunately came at the worst time since Mauga was also buffed and the 2 changes as well were for TP. The World Championship abused the comic for a week straight until they had to be emergency nerfed, even though it was mostly Mauga's fault. Hyderabad Lassi. In her old Overwatch cookbook, Symmetra had 4 dishes she likes. Here's what they are. Special skins. Like a lot of other heroes, Symmetra has skins that give her unique voice lines and sound effects, those being Dragon, Junker and Magician. Bonus fact, in 2019 Symmetra and Genji both received World of Warcraft Inside skins by purchasing a Blizzard ticket that year. It is a rare skin and one of the rare skins in the game in general. Deep Waters. Mei is Sim in China. The voice actress for Mei also voices Symmetra in the Chinese dub of the game. She even recreates her native old line. Amputee. While everyone knows that Symmetra has a robotic arm, not everyone knows she is an actual amputee. She lost her arm to unknown causes sometime after she became a Vishkar architect. It is not a requirement. Here we see she just wears a glove in her architect skin. Overwatch League banning Mei Sim TP. Then our non-existent Overwatch League banned placing a TP on Mei wall because of this move in Icon World. Funny thing, it happened again in 2022 but with Circuit Royale. Map dependent. This is less of an issue today, but it's still very true. Symmetra is one of the most map dependent heroes in the game, and her just being on a specific map can help you win greatly. Some maps are Rhine nerfed Sim. In 2018, Symmetra lost the ability to place a teleport in the spawn room. This was a big nerf. The reason was because of a Rhine bug that the devs just didn't bother fixing. R/Sim mains. Same as any hero, Sim mains have a subreddit, however it is often considered the best one because of their humor and unhinged posts. Some gems. Yas turrets. More evidence of Sim mains being great is a user on Twitter named Yas Terrence. They create video art of Symmetra and oftentimes meme content like J3. In Season 10, when Symmetra got her buffs, there was drama between a few Sim mains and the streamer J3. He was being a bit toxic to Sim mains, but nothing crazy. Misinterpretations were made, and it turned into a longer feud. Parents. Unlike many other Overwatch heroes, Symmetra's parents seem to actually be alive. She was just separated from them as a child because, as said, Vishkar handplucked her as an architect. It's unknown if she ever managed to contact them again. The bottom of the iceberg. Turrets nerfed on console Overwatch 1. In early Overwatch 1, Symmetra's turrets were damage nerfed by 30% for years on console exclusively. This change was finally reverted when crossplay was added. TP in pro play. Symmetra's teleport is the main reason why you barely ever see her in the patch notes. One change to it, and it either makes her F or S tier, is a vital ability in pro play because it unlocks insane place and core in teams like I've seen before. Henry Cavill. Famous actor Henry Cavill, who played characters like The Witcher and Superman in the DCU, was a Symmetra main. Lost Overwatch 2 support rework. In Ask Me Anything, Steph Post and Experimentals, the team often confirmed and expressed they tried reworking Symmetra into a healing support a few times over the years. A comic from 2020 where Sim was dressed in yellow could have been also ending and her becoming one again in Overwatch 2. Ultimately, it was just turned into Ilarian Lifeweaver. Shout out to this person for asking Jeff Huffman or whatever his name is. And I don't have to read from a script, let's go! Davy controversy. When the OG game launched, there was controversy around Symmetra's Davy and Goddess skin. It was deemed offensive from the Hindu leader Rajan Z. I'll put his statement here if you'd like to read it. Another shout out to Vegetable Dick 6083 for reminding me to ask about this. OG Sim Ignoring Classic. In the Overwatch Classic LTM, Symmetra intentionally had several bugs ignored because of her low priority status. Things like her TP hold not working at all in reworked maps like Numbani. The mode returned several times and it was never fixed. When it returned recently for anniversary, she had so many new bugs that they just disabled her for the entire event. Shield generator voice lines. This refers to two things. Every hero used to have a shield generator TP voice line when they detected one, right?
I'm getting the feeling they have a shield generator.
Despite being removed 8 years ago, new heroes like Vendetta still have shield generator voice lines.
Shut down their shield generator. I see their shield generator. Their shield generator is finished.
Yo? In the game's early lifespan, it was much discussed as Symmetra as a villain. She was a lot more close-minded, disliked Omnix, followed Vishkar more blindly, and berated people like Lucy who spoke out against her actions. In Overwatch 2 comics, we also got confirmation that she knows that Vishkar isn't good, but is trying to make the best change possible in her way. She's not evil, but the discussion is understandable. And that's already the end of the iceberg. Here's the complete list. I hope I didn't forget anything. If you enjoyed the video despite the problems that I had making it, I really want to thank you for it, and hopefully you'll watch a video in the future. Thanks again.